Today we're going to continue having a look into this early access version of Gorebox. So if we go into the settings menu, we've got the new view model options. So right now its placement is set to the right. And if I play the game right now, you can see that I'm holding the fizz gun on the right hand side of my screen. But now if I change this placement to the left instead, you can now see that I'm holding it on the left hand side of my screen instead. And this does feel kind of weird.
Hey, what's going on?
I was just about to dunk you into the water. It's time for your morning bath, Jimmy. Why haven't you had a bath as of yet? Okay, so I can control my Godals normally even when this is placed on the left hand side of the screen. Then we've got these distance settings right here. Right now it's set to normal. I'm going to set it to far. And now it feels like I'm holding the fizz gun a bit far away from my body. Because it stinks. It hasn't had its morning bath yet either. Just like Jimmy. Come on, get in the water, bro. And now we can also set the distance to close as well. And yeah, now that the fizz gun has had its shower or bath, I can hold it close to my body again. That smells good. What shampoo do you use, bro? Next, here I am in the Destructible Towers map to show you something new and special. So in weapons and modes, we've got a new mode for the fizz gun, the Meteor mode. And so on the PC, at least when you aim at a particular area and press the G button, you'll summon a meteor to the area from the skies. And I didn't know that would be that lethal to me. So as you can see, it's done a small amount of damage to the tower. Let me stand a bit farther away and try that again. Okay, that explosion is massive and my computer can't handle it properly. And you don't have to just do it one at a time. You can just summon a whole bunch of them together. Actually would not recommend that. I dropped down to like 2 FPS there for a second. And yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the destructible towers be more destructible as of before. Okay, so I spawned in a whole bunch of Godals. Why are you standing on top of his shoulder? Get off him, man! That's rude. And this Godal is standing inside this other Godal. That is also rude. Get out of here. Damn, these Godals need to learn some manners. And I know exactly how to teach them some manners, and I'm gonna do that with some meteors. Oh wow, there's just a whole bunch of giblets here now, not a single alive Godal in sight. This is exactly what I like to see. Come here, you delicious little giblets. Okay, so now I've got this AK-47 in my hand. Oh, there's a little Godal's foot right here. Get out of here. And now you can unload all of the ammo from your weapon by holding on to the reload button. There we go. Unfortunately, the clip hasn't fallen onto the ground or anything like that. But I can reload my gun once again and resume firing. Okay, so now if you go under entities and special and scroll down a bit, we've got 3 new medical items. The first one is the Adrenacore, and I can implant it into my body, and if I press the tab button, you can see it in my neck right there. Now apparently this implants to save you from a near-death experience. This should be near-death enough, methinks. Well, I guess the Adrenacore is doing its job right now. Like, I haven't fainted even though I have, or rather, I don't have an arm anymore. So, I guess this is how it works. Tree stump. Meet hand stump. I'd say hands, but, you know, normally, I guess if I got this sort of an injury without the Adrenacore, I'd have been dead by now. Oh, wait, what is this? I've got both the stump and my left arm at the same time. Let me see how I look in the camera. Oh, I'm actually holding it with my other hand. But in first person it looks a bit different. Now I spawned in this meteor and... Okay, so what that meteor has done right now, guys, is that it's blinded me in my right eye. And yeah, this is what it looks like when you get blinded in one of your eyes. One side of your screen becomes a bit blood foggy. Let me see if I can do that for my other eye as well. Now let me implant this mine. So I'm just gonna spawn in a few Godals around me with their AIs disabled. And apparently the mine should explode when I die. So I'm just gonna stand right in the middle of them and press on the give up option. And there I guess I exploded. Let me see how many of them have survived that explosion. Okay, so that explosion was powerful enough to take most of them out. I like how their giblets have even formed a little circle right here. This one particular Godal, however, managed to survive, although he is blinded in one eye, so I guess he can't see punches coming from this side of his face, huh? Haha! And yeah, both of these implants were actually available in multiplayer servers, but now they're also available in single player. And next up we've got this Proto-Boots. So this is how fast I run right now without the Proto-Boots. It's pretty fast, nothing to complain about at all. And now I'm going to equip these Proto-Boots. And now let's try running around with them. And yeah, I definitely feel a little bit faster, but to be honest, not a whole lot more faster than I thought it would be. Now this is how high I jump without the Proto-Boots. Not particularly high, nothing to really write home about. Now I've put on the Proto-Boots and this is how high I jump with them. So definitely feels a bit higher for sure, and the jump also feels a bit more graceful as well compared to earlier. Now I'm going to stand on top of Jeter's hotel and I'm going to jump off the roof. And as you can see, I just lost balance right there. I can of course press the ragdoll button to get up. Now I'm on top of Jeter's hotel yet again, and now I'm going to jump off with the Proto-Boots. And as you can see, I didn't fall down this time. So the Proto-Boots will help you keep your balance when you fall down from high heights. Now I'm on top of the Legacy Tower and I'm gonna... Oh, what's that? Don't do it? Yeah, you're right, buddy. Actually, I shouldn't do it. You should do it instead. Yippee-ki-yay, mother. Now the Proto-Boots are also supposed to save you from high falls that would normally be lethal, but I was unable to get any footage of that. And yeah, this is what it looks like when you have them equipped. They're definitely like a collector's edition or something. So guys, how do you like my new kicks? Wow, your belly is awfully bouncy today, dude. So next up, under the server panel, we've got this new activity log section, and it can show you players who've joined, players who've left, the death logs, the respawn logs, the chat logs, etc. So this will apparently be useful to report players in multiplayer servers who kind of join quickly, do some hacking or whatever malicious stuff, and then quickly leave before they can be reported properly. So now you'll be able to find them in the server logs easily and then report them from there. And you'll even be able to click on this little paperclip icon right here, and you'll be able to copy their username and account ID for easier reporting. Okay, next up, under server panel and players, as an admin you will have the ability to teleport all the players playing in your server to you. You'll have the ability to kill all of them, and you'll also have the ability to respawn all of them. That is something that would seem particularly useful when you're trying to organize something like a Gorebox Squid game or something like that. Next, under graphics, you can scroll down a bit until you reach this bloom area, and if you set it off, the slider goes away, but if you turn it on, you've got this bloom intensity slider. So what I'm going to do with this slider is actually I'm just going to turn the bloom off altogether, and this is what the legacy map looks like right now while standing at the docks. Now I'm going to turn on the bloom again, and I'm going to set it all the way even beyond 100%. We can set it at 150%, and this is what the legacy map looks like right now instead. I think the bloom really brings out the lighting of the map. Everything looks a lot more brighter and stuff like that. So yeah, this is a pretty cool setting. Right now I'm on the main menu of the game, and as you can see, the background for my character who's standing right here is actually the city outskirts. This is what we've always had. Now if you go into the settings options and you scroll down, we've got this main menu panorama option. So I'm going to set it to conspiracy right here, and now as you guys can see, I'm on the conspiracy map. Now we can even set it to legacy right here, and this is what that looks like. And of course you've also got the randomized option, and that will cycle you between all three of them each time you come to the main menu, I suppose. Now I've got this Mac 10 machine gun in my hand, and you know, if I just fire it like normally, I'll run out of ammo and I can reload it. But now in the level settings, we've got this new no reloading option. So let me check that, and now as you can see, the ammo has gone away from the bottom of my screen, and now I can just fire my weapon with a complete unlimited amount of ammo. I don't need to reload at all. This will just keep going on and on and on forever. So that's a really cool new feature that's been added to the game. Wouldn't you agree with me, Jimmy T? I think he'd say that he agrees, but you can't really hear him over the sound of all of the gunshots. Click here to watch the other changes that have come to version 16 of Gorebox. So I've been Jadif, you've been my audience, thank you for watching, and goodbye.